Hey guys, it's Jake, the Ticket Leprechaun, back with a special video today. I've got my little brother, Jeb, here with me today.
Yeah, it's good to be here, man. Hey everybody, I'm Jeb, Jake's little brother. I know he looks bigger than me on the screen, but
Way bigger. But
we'll roll with it.
well, Jeb's here today to talk about us growing up and collecting cards and everything. And I'm going to ask him a few questions. We're going to talk about how the hobby changed for both of us and everything, the different directions it went. And then I have a special reveal video I know you guys will be looking forward to at the end. We're going to film that live. Haven't opened it yet. So Jeb, tell everybody, I may have mentioned some of the story before, but in your own words, tell a story of kind of how we started collecting.
Yeah, so I was really little at the time, but I remember going over to our nanny's house, and for like the first time, she would just always drag stuff out from the closet. She's like, "Here, guys, I got this back here. I want to show you something." And I think the first card that you ever got was a Ken Griffey rookie. Is that right?
It was in the cards. She had mostly basketball stuff.
Yeah, she had a lot of '90s basketball stuff.
A lot of '90s basketball.
But she was definitely, I think, the main person who got us started. Mostly you. I mean, when we were that young, I just followed whatever you wanted to do. So yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah.
She had a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you were pretty little. You were 6 years old. We're 3 years apart. You were 6 years old and I was 9 when she used to show us stuff all the time. And then when we got to that age, she took all of her cards and split them up between us. You got half and I got half. Yeah. And I remember us sitting in the floor with Mom and Dad and like sorting all the cards into teams in those huge stacks. Like it took hours and hours and hours. And then we put them all, in our binders and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So after that, as like we were growing up, what do you remember about, like, did we ever trade cards?
Oh yeah, all the time. Most people like play Pokemon and stuff.
Yeah.
We had sports cards, and we kind of picked our favorites back then. Favorite players, kind of where it came from. And you like Michael Jordan, I like Scottie Pippen. And you always traded me. He's like, "Hey, you give me that Michael Jordan, I'll give you Scottie Pippen." I was like, yeah, all right. So
worked out pretty good for me. I ended up with all the MJs. Yeah, ended up with all the Scotties.
Yeah, giving a 6-year-old hard time, man.
Hey, back then, we just know they were both really good, and they're both on the Bulls, and that's kind of how it worked for both sports. For basketball, it was the Bulls. I like Jordan. You like Pippen. Who was it for the Braves? Because I remember.
Oh, you like Chipper all the way, and I like Ryan Klesko.
And you like Klesko, man. Yeah. Klesko. Yeah. So. Okay. So, like, are you still collecting now, or like at what point did you stop, or like kind of what happened?
I would say when I got into my teen years, we were opening a lot of boxes of cards. We would go to the card shop. Buy just a straight box of cards, whatever it may be. Just pick what you want this day, and we just open them right there in front of the guy. And sometimes our cousin Chris came with us. It was really fun. That's probably when I got most into it, and after that, it kind of dwindled out. Is when you started getting into jersey cards and autographs instead of just breaking boxes. Mm-hmm. And that's when I kind of slowed down doing it, and then now I really don't collect any at all. I have my little you can call it a collection if you want to, a little box of stuff, whether I've traded with you or just mostly broke out of boxes, pulled myself.
Yeah.
But I got some that are still special to me. So
cool. So is that what you liked most about it, was like opening the packs? Because I know, like, when we were kids, like, it was different than opening packs now. It's basically a gamble, really, if you're going to get anything. And I made the transition to singles to get stuff I actually wanted. But I guess the thing that I miss most about when we were kids, you can talk about if that's what you like the most, and also about this. The thing that I liked the most when we were kids was trading cards. I loved, like, trading with you and, like, a couple of our buddies and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest trader, we play fantasy sports, and I'm just not good at negotiating, not good at making good deals for myself. So
It's true. I have to help him all the
I
time.
have to say that trading is not my strong suit. I mean, I traded my Michael Jordan for Scottie Pippen, so let's be honest.
Facts.
But I think my favorite thing was just the thrill. Hey, this box has 2 jerseys in it and 1 autograph. You're guaranteed. And that's how I would pick my boxes out. I'd be like, man, let's do that one. I got the most jersey cards I'm going to get. And then it's like, you just never know who you're going to get. And then when you finally see that thicker card in that pack, you're like, oh, this is it. Turn it, make it last.
Yeah.
And then go through them. And it was really exciting for me. It got me hooked on cards for a while.
Yeah. So like the thrill of like what could be in here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah, that's cool. That's one thing. Like I think I've told you a little bit about it. One of the groups I'm a part of online, OBC, with the old vintage stuff, where like if you're in the group, people just send you stuff that you need on your list.
Right.
So like you get the thrill of opening packs because I don't know what's in this package, but it's always something I need.
Yeah.
So it's not something, like, oh, I don't care about this player or this card or whatever. It's always cards that I need on my list. So it kind of brings some of that back with the thrill of like, oh man, what's in here? Like, what could this be?
Yeah, it's
So
like
it's cool.
the ultimate box break right there.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
always something
It's
you
always
want.
something you need, right? Yeah.
That's great.
It's pretty cool. So do you think, like, because now I know you got your own house, my brother's expecting a baby. I'm going to have a nephew come May. Do you think that for yourself, because you got your own man cave in your house now and all that cool stuff, do you think you'll ever get back into collecting, maybe not cards, but maybe some, like, display stuff for the man cave? And also from there, talk about, like, when your kid's little, am I going to have to, be the guy taking him and be like, all right, man, we're going to get some packs, pick out some cards at the card show. Like, is that going to be all Uncle Jake, or are you going to do some of that too?
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to be the one that takes him, man. You're going to have to show him the ropes.
Oh, I got to shell out
That
the
can
money.
be your thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then I'm sure you'll get him hooked, and I'll be
hope so,
taking
man.
him to get him some stuff, one
Be
day. But, yeah, I've thought about, not necessarily collecting cards again, but some memorabilia stuff I would like. I would really like to have some signed jerseys. I think that would be really cool. And maybe a basketball signed by some people. I think you knew I was kind of more into memorabilia stuff.
Yeah, more
back
like
then.
display.
But it was kind of like you were doing cards, and so that's what I rolled with, So that was kind of the mainstream thing.
Yeah. When they're more affordable as kids,
Right.
I mean, we couldn't just be like, all right, Scottie Pippen autographed framed jersey, like a few $100, just showing it out like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you liked, who are some of the teams you liked then, or like who you like now?
Well.
All sports.
Okay. It just changed a lot.
Oh, your pro teams have been all over the
Yeah.
place. Like, I was always the Braves for baseball. Who did you like growing up?
Probably the Braves, mostly. And then I switched to the Red Sox.
You did, before they were good.
For a little, yeah. And I still make jokes about the Red Sox like I like them, but baseball's new.
It's not your thing, I know. What about pro football? Like, football, like in our household, was never a really big thing.
Mm-mm.
Still isn't. I mean, I guess I would say I'm a Panthers fan, but like, football is my least favorite sport out of the major ones.
Well, you're probably more of a football fan now than you were when you were a kid.
That's probably true,
Yeah.
and it's still at the bottom of the totem pole for me.
Yeah. And when I was a kid, I would have to say it was the Eagles.
Yeah, you like Brian Westbrook.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Him and McNabb.
Yeah, Donovan McNabb.
It's because we would play football on the
Yeah,
Xbox,
dude. He
GameCube.
was on the GameCube then.
And that's who I like. But now, it's like I tell everybody else, I just like watching football.
Yeah.
Ever since I played in high school, I just fell in love with it, and I don't care. I like different players. You got some kids now that they just follow players more than teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's how I am with football. I just like watching it.
Well, that's especially big in the NBA now. Everybody's, a player guy. Nobody's a team guy. I mean, we'll get into college basketball in a second, but pro basketball, like, I was a Mavericks fan. Always was. Like, Dirk was my guy. I remember the big three in Dallas of Dirk, Michael Finley, and Steve Nash. Like, loved those guys. And always stuck with the Mavs. And till pretty much now when Dirk's kind of at the end of his career. And now I like Russell Westbrook and James Harden a lot, mostly because I have them in our mega fantasy league, which is nice. But who do you like in pro basketball?
Pro basketball now is just,
I know. We could talk forever about how it sucks compared to what it used to be.
It's just pro basketball.
Yeah, I know.
I can't blame people for being player likers, because the teams are just stacked. Team now that I like the most, probably have to say the Hornets, honestly. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
You like Kemba?
Just the home team. I like Kemba. I like MJ.
Well, of course.
So, and they've been better this year, haven't they?
Been a little bit better. Kemba's back hurts really bad.
Yeah.
Carrying the team.
Man, I will tell you, whenever he was playing really good, I loved Derrick Rose.
He was good.
I love his style of play. I like to think that I played like him.
Similar slasher.
Yeah.
You shot better than him.
Yeah.
You had a better jump shot.
Better test scores.
Yeah, that too.
But I guess I liked the Bulls for a little bit when he was playing.
That's true. Well, we both liked the Bulls growing up,
Yeah.
and then, I kind of switched to the Mavs because of Dirk. And now, like I said, I like Russ because to me, I feel like he's the rare NBA player now that like plays hard every single night and wants to win every single night. And I think that's a thing that hasn't existed in the NBA for 20 years.
Yeah.
Since
Definitely.
we were growing up.
I think what you probably would expect me to say was Celtics.
That's who I thought you liked
Yeah.
when you were growing up. You were all about him.
I did. I liked Kevin Garnett back then
Yeah.
a lot.
When he came over.
And then I knew who Larry Bird was, but I never really
He was before our time, man.
Yeah. And once I started watching stuff about him,
Yeah.
I liked him a lot better. I can't say I'm a hardcore Celtics fan.
Mm-hmm.
Boston. That was the same time as Boston Red Sox.
I know,
Boston
dude. What's up with the Boston stuff? But what about college basketball?
Oh man, Heels, man.
Duh, Tar Heels.
I'm still alive right now.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. I know I've talked a little bit about it on my channel, but tell them what Tar Heel basketball is like in the Brewer family.
Do or die. Do or die. It's Carolina till you die. That's another thing our nanny started, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hardcore Heels fan. I don't even know where did that come from.
Well, that's actually where our fanhood comes from, which
Yeah.
is surprising to a lot of people. It comes from our nanny,
Yeah.
which is my dad's mom. For it to come from a woman who was extremely passionate about Tar Heel basketball. I mean, you were
Yes.
too young to remember this part, but I remember her throwing her TV out in the yard one time in a UNC Duke game because
I
they lost.
could see that.
And every time, they played, that Coach K, he's a rat, he's a cheater.
He is.
He's the worst. He still is.
That's one of my good memories, man. Every time watching Carolina games with her.
Oh, yeah,
She
yelling.
would yell.
Oh, my gosh.
That's where you got it from.
Yeah.
She
Well,
would yell.
came down to Dad to me, so, that's how it goes. But, yeah, that's kind of what we grew up with, sports and everything. So thanks for sharing some of your thoughts, Jeb. Now, this is a big reveal. You may not know about it. You probably don't know this guy since he's a baseball guy. But I bought an autograph from Bill, Hall of Fame collector, here on YouTube, with a guarantee of, in case it did not come back real, he would refund my money. Very gracious of Bill. And what I did was I took this cut signature of Tony Lazzeri. He was a Hall of Famer. Let me point the knife at you, sorry. He was a Hall of Famer in the 20s with the Yankees. Very expensive autograph, can run $600 to $800. And Bill sold it to me for a lot less than that. And I put it on a Perez Steel postcard and sent it off to SGC to get authenticated. And if it comes back, I will be good. I will be way ahead on that deal. And I actually have not opened this package yet. I wanted you guys to see my reaction live for hopefully this being good. So it might take me a second.
I think it's gonna be fake.
Amy, that's bad. That's mean.
Fun fact, while he's getting this box open, our nanny was a hardcore Tar Heel fan. She would yell at the TV. But another cool memory I had with her was we'd stay over there sometimes when I was a little kid. And she always liked The Rock. She'd watch WWE wrestling. Late at night. I
You
never
did.
stayed up that late until we went over there, and she's like, let's watch some wrestling. And so I saw The Rock back in the day. That's who she liked.
Apparently they used to be big on wrestling, Paul and Annie, where I never cared anything about wrestling. You and Dad like UFC now.
Yeah.
It's way better than wrestling.
I never became a WWE fan, but that's like one of the things. It was like watching WWE
Oh
with
my
Nanny.
gosh, that's crazy. I haven't heard that in a long
Late
time. I almost
night.
forgot about that.
Late night.
All right. Let's see what we got here. More tape, more wrapping. Jeb, you can tell another story while I'm opening this. Put him on the spot now. Now he's got to tell a story.
I gave my brother my most expensive card
Yeah, he did.
ever for your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, for your
Yeah.
birthday.
What was it, Jeb?
Pulled that card out of the Topps Finest.
That is correct.
Topps
Very good.
Finest. It was a Dwight Howard rookie, one of one.
And that was 1 of 5, I believe.
1 of 5.
Gold
gold
refractor rookie.
And I thought it was so rare because it was not in none of your Beckett books.
Yeah. That's when Beckett mattered back then.
Yeah. And I think it was worth like $60.
Yeah, I don't know what it's worth now.
Most expensive card.
So it looks like they sent my note back with it that I asked them to include the receipt I sent them in case I needed to send this back to Bill. Here's my invoice. Okay, keep that in case I need it. And the results. Authentic. Check it out.
That's awesome.
Tony Lazzari, authentic cut autograph. Check it out, guys. There it is. So big time Hall of Fame autograph added to my collection. That'll be Hall of Fame autograph number 94. Almost to 100. That's one of my goals for this year. So, Jeb, before we close everything out here, one thing I always like to do on my channel to talk to other people and use it as a witness, I like to share a Bible verse with everybody. So I'm going to put you on the spot and see if you know it. I want you to share your favorite Bible verse with everybody.
Okay. My favorite Bible verse is Isaiah 6:8. And it says, "And I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? And I answered, saying, Here am I, send me." And that's been a big inspiration in my life. Sort of a reminder for me, that I have to go out and tell other people about God. And that's really, the point of anybody's life here on earth is to tell others about God. And so that's why it's my favorite.
Cool, and I think that's a good one that applies because, my YouTube channel is about, sharing my collection and all that and being fun, but also I think it's a good platform to share the gospel with too.
Absolutely.
So thanks for sharing that. Is there anything else you want to say to everybody out in YouTube land? It's rare that you get to make an appearance. You're down here visiting for Mom's birthday, so this is your chance to say anything.
This might be a one-of-one visit.
Could be a one-of-one video.
I mean, it's huge. I'll tell you guys, subscribe to this guy, man. He's come a long way. It's incredible what he has. I mean, it's really awesome. It's special for him to start from getting cars from our nanny that we knew nothing about, didn't even think this is worth money, to now, I mean, just, it's unbelievable. Most of the guys I don't know, but this guy could tell you anything, especially about baseball, numbers-wise. I mean, stump to Schwab, stump to Jake. Seriously, so go subscribe to this guy. He's a good guy, through and through, the best guy I know, not just because he's my brother. I think most people that know him would say the same thing. So hit that subscribe button, man. Watch him. You got some good stuff coming, I know.
Well, thanks, Jeb. I appreciate it. We're almost at 20 minutes. So everybody, thanks for watching. Like Jeb said, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, or share your thoughts on what you think of the Lazzari cut, or some of your favorite memories from when you were a kid, when you were collecting. All right, guys. Till next time, keep collecting. God bless.